Hey everyone, welcome to the final day 7 of Wrestle Talk week. We finally made it through the week. It was an awesome week of Wrestle Talks. And again, I want to remind you guys that Wrestle Talks will be returning on Thursdays, normally after this, like normal. But here we go with the Wrestle Talks Royal Rumble winners. We're going to start out with the very first Royal Rumble winner, Jim Duggan, more commonly known as Hacksaw Jim Duggan, or James Edward Duggan Jr., born on January 14th, 1954. He was born in Glens Falls, New York, and resides in Lugoff, South Carolina. He's married to Deborah Duggan. He has 2 children. His ring names are Hacksaw Duggan, The Convict, Derek Wood, Jim Duggan, and King Duggan. 6'3", 270 pounds, built from Glens Falls, New York. Trained by Fritz Von Erich and debuted in 1979. His finishers are the Old Glory, which is a running, jumping knee drop, and the 3-point stance clothesline. His signature moves include the atomic drop, power slam, spear, and scoop power slam, among others. Championship-wise, he's a former WCW United States Heavyweight Champion once, WCW World Television Champion once, Royal Rumble winner in 1988, which is the very first one, and Mid-South North American Heavyweight Champion once, among others. He and his wife have 2 daughters. He is close friends with Willie Robertson, who owns the Duck Commanders. Him and Iron Sheik were pulled over by New Jersey police before a WWF event, suspecting Duggan of driving under the influence. He started an Indiegogo campaign to cover the cost remain of his torn rotator cuff. He announced on February 2012 that Duggan would appear on a WWE original reality series called Legends House. He also appeared himself in the film Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. That's pretty much it for him. We are going to move on to Big John Studd, more commonly known as John William Minton, born on February 19th, 1948, and passed away sadly on March 20th of 1995. He was born in Butler, Pennsylvania, and sadly passed away in Burke, Virginia. His ring names are Big John Studd, Captain USA, Chuck O'Connor, Executioner number 2 of the Mighty Milton, and he's 6'10", 380 pounds, built from Los Angeles, California, trained by Cole Kowalski, debuted in 1972, and retired in 1993. His finisher was the reverse bear hug, and his signature moves include the body slam, the double underhook suplex, and the heart punch, among others. Championship-wise, he's a former NWA Texas Tag Team Champion once with Bull Ramos, NWA American Heavyweight Champion once, NWA Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championships 4 times, once with Ric Flair, once with Ken Patera, once with Masked Wrestler number 1, and once with Roddy Piper, among others. He appeared in TV shows such as Hunter and Beauty and the Beast, and he appeared in films such as The Marrying Man, Caged in Paradiso, and Hyperspace. And his son wrestles for Reality of Wrestling, which is Booker T's wrestling company. With that said, I actually think we are going to move on, but first, he was the winner of the 1989 Royal Rumble. So I believe, if I'm correct, the second Royal Rumble. Moving on to John Cena, more commonly known as John Felix Anthony Cena Jr. He was born on April 23rd, 1977, born in West Newbury, Massachusetts, and currently resides in Tampa, Florida. He was married but got divorced to Elizabeth Hoopidoo, I don't pronounce that right, in 2012, but now he is currently in a relationship with Nikki Bella. His family members include Tony Lupien, which is his godfather, and the Trademark, which is his cousin. His professional wrestling names are John Cena, Mr. P, and the Prototype. 6'1", 251 pounds, built from classified UPW, the West Newbury, Massachusetts, trained by Dave Finlay, Ohio Valley Wrestling, and Ultimate Pro Wrestling. He debuted on November 5th of 1999. His finishers are the Attitude Adjustment or the Standing Fireman's Carry, transition into a kneeling takeover, sometimes from an elevated position, and the STF, which is the Step Over Toe Hold Face Lock. And the signature moves include the DDT, the Drop Kick, the Emerald Fusion, and the 5-Knuckle Shove, which is a running delayed fist drop with the Nifix, sometimes when diving off the top rope, among others. Championship-wise, in the WWE, he is a former World Heavyweight Champion 3 times, World Tag Team Champion twice with Batista and Shawn Michaels, and WWE Champion or WWE World Heavyweight Champion 12 times, among others. He appeared in many WWE video games. He also appeared in films for WWE such as The Wall, The Pact, Surf's Up, Two-Way Mania, and Daddy's Home. He also appeared in TV shows such as Hannah Montana, The Generator Rex, Fired the Show, and Total Divas. In addition to his wrestling career, he is a rapper and a hip-hop musician. He performed his fifth WWE theme, Basic Duggan Albert, himself, and was featured on the WWE soundtrack album WWE Originals, and he also released his own WWE soundtrack as well. He is the Royal Rumble winner twice. He won in 2008 and 2013. With that said, we are going to move on to Alberto Del Rio, more commonly known as Jose Alberto Rodriguez, born on May 25th, 1977. He was born in San Luis Potosí City, San Luis, Mexico, but currently resides in San Antonio, Texas. He is or was divorced to Angela Valkia E, and he's currently in a relationship with Paige. He has 3 children. His real names are Alberto Banderas, Alberto Del Rio, Alberto El Patron, Alberto El Presidente, Dorado dos Caras Jr., El Dorado, El Hijo de dos Carges, El Patron, Alberto Hustle, Cayman Gold, 6'5", 239 pounds, but from San Luis, Mexico, trained by Greco-Roman, Leonel Colini, Juan Fernandez. Professionally, he got trained by Florida Championship wrestler Federico and Dos Caras, and in MMA, he was trained by Marco Rose. And he debuted on May 3rd, 2000. His wrestling finishers as Alberto Del Rio or Alberto El Patron or whatever is the cross arm breaker and the diving double foot stomp to an opponent held in a trio of row, and as Dos Caras Jr. is the military press dropped into a bridging German suplex. His signature moves include the arm wrangler, the double knee back breaker, sometimes to a rope hung opponent or preceded by multiple forearm smashes to the opponent's back, and the diving double axe handle, among others. Championship-wise, he is a former World Heavyweight Champion twice, and WWE Champion twice, and WWE United States Champion twice. He is a Royal Rumble winner in 2011, which was the biggest Royal Rumble ever, a 40-man Royal Rumble. With that said, we are going to go on to his quickly personal life. He has 3 children, like I said. He is now engaged to Paige, and he has his own restaurant named La Cartina. It's opened in 2016. With that said, we are going to move on to our final wrestler, which is Rey Mysterio, more commonly known as Oscar Gutierrez. I don't pronounce that right. Born on December 11th, 1974. He was born in Chula Vista, California, and currently is married to Angie, and he has 2 children. His ring names are Colbrio, La Vegeta Verde, Rey Mysterio Jr., Rey Mysterio Jr., 5'6", 175 pounds, built from San Diego, California, trained by Rey Mysterio Sr., and debuted on April 30th, 1989. His finishing moves are the 619, which is a tiger felt kick to the head of an opponent who was draped over the second rope, a diving splash, a drop the dime, which is a springboard leg drop, sometimes to the back of the opponent's head, Frankenstein or the flip pile driver frog splash, the springboard headbutt, the springboard seated senton, and the West Coast pop, which is a springboard spike hurricanrana. His signature moves include the Bronco Buster Bulldog, used as a counter, and a diving hurricanrana, sometimes off the top rope, among others. Championship-wise, he's a former WCW Cruiserweight Champion 5 times, WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions once with Billy Kidman, WCW World Tag Team Champions 3 times, once with once with Billy Kidman, and once with Conan, once with Juvenile Guerrilla. I don't pronounce that right, I'm sorry. And in WWE, he's a former World Heavyweight Champion twice, WWE Champion Tournament in 2011, and he won the Royal Rumble in 2006. Him and his wife have 2 children, one son named Dominic, born in 1997, and a daughter named Aaliyah, born in 2001. He has tattoos of a children's name on his body. He is good best friends with fellow wrestler Eddie Guerrero, who passed away sadly in 2005. He has books and music out as well. He appeared in a few WWE video games, and he is currently signed to Lucha Underground. With that said, I think we are going to end this out. Anyways, with that said, this is the end of Wrestle Talk Week. It was great to have a Wrestle Talk Week, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next Thursday's Wrestle Talk will be Lucha Reptiles, which will be on Lucha Underground's Cobra Moon, Drago, Pindar, and Vibora. Again, that is on Lucha Underground's Vibora, Cobra Moon, Drago, and Pindar. Have a great day, and peace. If you guys like this Wrestle Talk, make sure that you hit a huge 619 on that subscribe and like button for more. Have a great day, and peace.